Hey, my friends. Today's offering is going to be a power breathing technique known as the warrior breath, which can transmute the energy of nervous anxiety and tension, agitation, anger into a shifted, more unified, integrated state. And it can even help with sadness and depression if you can kind of muster up the energy if you're feeling sad to do this for just 1 minute. And the other thing is, I've recently learned that 80% of your immune system lives in the lymph, and this technique is going to have a little bit of arm movement going, and it's going to stimulate the lymph nodes in the side of the body and in the armpit ribs. The lymph does not have its own pump, so it needs to move, and the only way that it can really do so is by us moving the lymph. All right, so it's only 1 minute of power breath, and I'm going to take it apart and show you the pieces of what we're going to be doing. Then I'm actually going to attempt to set the timer, and we'll go through 1 minute of the breathing technique and then sort of like a minute cool down, if you will. All right, so the breath is going to be coming in and out through the mouth, the O-shaped mouth. You're noticing that there's an emphatic exhale, and then the inhale kind of takes care of itself. So the breath is coming from this solar plexus, your power center. This is where we get ulcers. This is where anxiety happens to live as well, right? And so we want to be expelling, making the exhale come right from here. So we're talking about above the navel and below the sternum, about midway there, right in that space between the left and right side of the rib cage. And you're exhaling. Try that. You're drawing that navel in. And the draw of the navel in is helping that pumping motion. So with the arms simultaneously on each exhale, we are going to be extending and bringing the heel of the hand outward and upward. So it's exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Notice that the heel of my hand going a little bit up above shoulder height. And you're going to feel a rotation in the rib cage. That's good. Feel an extension in the arms. Okay? That's about it. So I didn't put the timer on yet. There's more. At the end of the 1 minute, we are going to hold with the right arm out and the left arm back. And we will take a big breath in, suspend the breath, and lift from the pelvic floor, the navel, the solar plexus, squeeze the shoulder blades together in the back, bring the chin a little bit back, and with the eyes closed, gazing inward into the center of the head, and then we'll exhale and take the other side. Big inhale, and then squeezing everything up from the pelvic floor all the way up, as if you're rising that energy up from the root, from the sitting bones, up to the center of the head, and then out. And then we will meditate just really briefly here. That's it. So if you're ready to go, let's do it. I'm going to set the timer. If you need to stop, if you need to slow down, if you need to take it at your own pace and build up to it, that's great. That's important to do, to listen to your own body wisdom. Just hang in there. You can take a little break and then you can resume. All right. So when you're ready, here we go. Starting the timer now. Inhaling and Keep the navel in. Keep going. The gaze can be down the center of your nose. Which actually stimulates the pituitary gland. If you've been practicing yoga with me, you can maybe do this simultaneously while lifting the root chakra. So lifting up the pelvic floor without holding the breath, though. The breath is the most important. Keep it going. Ten seconds. Power it up. Gorgeous. And right hand out. You can take the fingers and bend them a little bit, inhaling. Big inhale. And squeeze up from the pelvic floor. Navel, shoulder blades, chin cups back slightly, gaze into the third eye. And exhale. And taking the left arm out, inhaling, really extending. And the pelvic floor lifts. The navel. Squeeze the blades. The chin comes back a little bit. And the gaze at the third eye. And exhale. Gently taking the palms face up and just floating the hands down to rest in the lap. You can be sitting in a chair anywhere. Taking a big breath in right now from 360 degrees around you into the lower belly, rib cage, chest, center of the head, and exhale. Allow the shoulders to just release. And again, inhaling, belly, rib cage, chest, throat, center of the head, and maybe pause at the top, squeezing up the spine from the pelvic floor, as if you're raising up this ball of energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head, and exhaling. Spending a moment here just to allow the natural breath rhythm now to come back in. Just meditate, gazing inward, the center of the head, letting the breath come back to its normal rhythm. Breathing in and out through the nose. And then just perhaps sighing it out, cracking the eyes open when you're ready. And just noticing if there's been any kind of a shift. And that's the warrior breath. I wish you a great day. Namaste.